This video is brought to you by BizWire TV, where your news is made.
It's just been an incredible experience, a lot of energy, a lot of great ideas, a lot of passion. One of the best things about NIRI members is that they are all passionate about doing what it takes to improve the profession. And so from the content to the types of activities to really anything that has to do with the conference, everybody was very, very engaged. And then the different perspectives that we get from oil and gas people versus biotech people versus consumer goods, and what's important to those shareholders versus our shareholders, it all makes for a much more robust conference experience.
And can you tell us some of the key themes or key issues that you think are going to be discussed here at the conference?
Well, activism is always one of the big ones. I mean, everybody's always trying to make sure that either they're not going to be a target for the activist who comes in, or if they are, that they're well prepared. And so, what we really want to do, regardless of what the topic is give people something that's actionable, so that they can go back to their office on day one after the conference and have something that's very practical to put to work.
The other thing that you and I had talked about, Tim, is the fact that there are so many diverse levels of expertise and experience here at the conference, as well as not only domestic investor relations professionals, but also globally. So the real challenge is in developing the content, and as well as the messages and the themes, is making sure that there is something for everyone.
Now, Lee, your company's in the oil and gas sector, and that's a sector that's had a pretty tough time over the last couple of years. What do you think the discussions will be like in terms of those companies that are here at the conference?
Well, I think our attendance level for oil and gas companies is quite a bit lower this year than it has historically been, as companies slash and burn on the budget. It's a very difficult time as you try and prioritize your IR budget. And of course, IR is one of those things that you shouldn't cut. But if you have to, then something like a conference may be one of the places that you trim back on so that you can still afford to be out on the road telling your story. And we've got a great session tomorrow, or on Tuesday morning, with a professional storyteller to help all of us figure out how to tell our story better.
Very good. And maybe one final question. Karen, you're based in the San Diego area. Do you want to give some tips or some advice for people who don't know the city that well, how they can make the most of their time here?
I absolutely. The great news is that we're at a hotel property that has so many things around it. We're downtown. You've got Old Town. You've got the gas lamp district. You've got the Midway, literally within a 15-minute walk from here. Balboa Park. There's just SeaWorld. I can go on and on. But there's a lot of things to do, and just going to the beach, Coronado Island, my favorite.